Hi, I'm Aishwarya Venkatesh. Remember the last time you got earache after listening to the show Let's Debate with Arnab Goswami? His debate panel uses fancy terms which include left and right. Also, other news channels use words such as left and right in debating. No, I'm sure they're not obsessed with directions. So what does these words actually mean? We will look at it in this video. How did these words originate? Imagine yourself in 18th century Europe. In France, people were divided into social groups called estates. First estate, named clergy, included church leaders. Second estate, named nobility, included royal families. Third estate, named commoners, included peasants, that is, farmers. The third estate people, that is, the farmers, formed 97% of the population. They were subject to high taxes and slavery, while the second estate people, royal families, lived luxuriously. To abolish such a system, French Revolution started on July 14, 1789, when revolutionaries stormed a prison called Bastille. The commoners, third estate people, demanded King Louis XVI to give them certain rights. King Louis XVI called for a meeting of the representatives of the three estates. During the meeting, those who opposed monarch and wanted equality sat to the king's left, and those who wanted the things to remain the same sat to the king's right. So this is how we got the terms left and right. Okay, now, what is the meaning of leftists and rightists? People who sat to the left were called as leftists and people who sat to the right were called as rightists. Traditionally, leftists were the agent of change and rightists were the agent of order. However, the definitions of right and left have evolved greatly. And now it differs based on the country, the political party, era, and the leader, etc. On a broad perspective and in a more extreme sense, leftists or left-wingers include communists, egalitarians, feminists, secularists, atheists, etc. Right-wingers include fascists, narcissists, monarchists, fundamentalists, etc. In recent times, politics has become less infuriating on face. That is, the ideologies that are used by the political parties are more moderate and mild. Thus, on a moderate note, leftists are liberals and rightists are conservatives. Now a question arises. Who are liberals and conservatives? Liberals are people who prefer more intervention by government to guide and assist the citizens of the country. For example, health, education, sanitation, etc. Conservatives are people who don't want so much of intervention by government. They prefer services to be provided by private sector in the market. Liberals are people who expect government to give them a legal structure. Conservatives are people who take that as their own responsibility. Liberals are people who support right to equality. Conservatives are people who oppose LGBT and other equality related norms. There are many more dimensions to liberals and conservatives. I have just given the gist of it. Now let's come to India. What is the position in India? India has two major divisions, namely NDA and UPA. NDA is National Democratic Alliance, which is led by Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP. UPA is United Progressive Alliance, which is led by Indian National Congress, INC. So when we consider a line, BJP would be at the right. Few examples indicating BJP following conservatism are Farm Bill 2020, in which Modi government brought in contract farming. Secondly, BJP support for Hinduism, and Congress would be at the left end. Imagine, what would Aam Aadmi Party be doing? Arvind Kejriwal will sit in the middle and he will start a dharna claiming that this whole line is a bogus play by Modi and Sonia Gandhi to destroy India's democracy. Where do you see DMK and AIADMK being placed? DMK is a member of UPA and so it will be placed towards the left. AIADMK is a member of NDA and so it will be placed towards the right. Finally, All the points that I've told till now about leftists and rightists are on a general and broad basis. It is, of course, the prerogative of each political party to pave their own path. I hope you all would have got a basic idea of leftists and rightists. Until I meet you with the next video, take care and stay safe.